My name is CTA Kali1. I was born in a village called Bushlot Village on the Eskimo Coast in Guyana.
Now, how old were you when you first came to the U.S.?
Actually, I left when I was 21. I left in the year January 1970.
What were you doing at the time that you left?
I was a school teacher. I was teaching at the Diamond Government School on the East Bank.
And were you looking forward to coming to the United States? Was it a dream?
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, I had an opportunity to go to India. It's a strange situation. And I had an offer. There was a screen test. They wanted new faces in the film industry. And there was a company called India Overseas Limited. And I was ready to go. They wanted new faces for the film industry. But what happened is shortly after that, I went into the embassy and I said, let me try my luck to come to get a visa to America. And I went in and I got a visa and I came. So I forgot all about the going to India. But I don't know, by some luck or destiny, I wound up doing tours to India.
The season, what season did you
Actually,
arrive in?
I came in the winter. I came in January. It was cold. Coming from Guyana, it's you come from a hot place, you come to cold. It was really, really cold that night. Coming from Guyana, and first night you experienced snow. So it was some kind of a drastic change. To see coming from a hot place to not just a cold place, but experience snow.
Okay. Now, from what you can recall in dealing and speaking to the immigration and customs officer, do you remember being nervous? Do you remember being like apprehensive?
Yes. I believe anyone coming through for the very first time, they will have some fear. Though you have your right papers, your legitimate visa, but still, you have some kind of a fear,
And where did you first? What part of New York did you first live?
The first time, you can't forget that. I landed up at 408 West 54th Street in Manhattan, opposite St. Clair's Hospital. These things you cannot forget.
Okay. So who was living there?
When I arrived there, I must say that before I came, I was a school teacher back home. A lot of my students came before me, and they were the one who actually came pick me up at the airport, and I stayed with them for a while. And you see, they were basically all Guyanese there, and a few Trinidadians in the building. And you come to one place, and you become closer more than ever before. The guys who you'll say hello, hi back in Guyana, when you come here, you embrace them because you're in a foreign land. And they had a very, very good cooperation. They showed me a lot of respect. And the first thing they will do, the first day, they will take you for, in those days, your social security card, job hunting. And we have a little organization. And I say organization in the sense that being organized, not a formal organization, which become contagious, that anyone come for us, they don't pay anything until and unless you find a job. Then you start to contribute for the rent and things of that sort. So it worked out very well, and I must say, those students, they showed me a lot of respect. And it was reciprocal also. So basically, we carry through that tradition. Even I too, who came afterwards, other people, we follow the same pattern.
Okay, so you did not have or did not experience some of the horror stories that we would hear of people when they come and they, first stay by someone, how the mood changes, the people's reaction to them changes. It's often bitter.
Actually, I heard about that, but I haven't experienced that. I believe because of my professional standing from back home as a school teacher. These are students, and they though the place was cold, their greeting to me was very warm.
Now, what kind of stories about America did you hear from back in Ghana and in your days?
Well, in those days, when you heard it, as a matter of fact, when I was coming in that month, people who came to the United States and went back, they said it will be freezing, you cannot, when you walk in the street, sometimes it's so windy, and it's so cold that sometimes your foot is frozen. You hear all different stories, but if you dress warm, I mean, it's winter, so you dress accordingly.
Okay. What about any stories of how fast you can become something or get rich, etc.?
Well, you hear about this get rich scheme, but I prefer to be on I don't want to be in the fast lane. I like being in the normal lane. I still remember from back home, the older folks used to say, a slow shilling is better than a fast dollar. So when I came here, through the help of some of my friends who were staying in the building and ex-students, they assisted me finding a job, and my first job was in a company called F.W. Woolworth.